working. This is unbelievable.
If this is working, groundbreaking. Yeah. Oi, we're actually live. Chris Deland, send it. Deland live.
How are we?
Did it.
That's easy. Wow.
Guys,
so many issues a couple of weeks ago, hey?
Oh, yeah. Anyone that's tuning in, this has been a long road. It's not exactly been the easiest road. It's just thanks to Corey, actually. Corey got Shaun onto this program.
Yeah.
And it's really easy.
Yeah, it's just like, it's like the world should be, just super easy. And yeah, Corey from Corey's Damn Fishing, thank you so much. My God. So how are you doing?
He's in. Wait, so I wonder if I can, I don't want to fry this technology out. But, I'm kind of watching myself with a delay on my phone. Weird.
Yeah.
Check it.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah. That's weird. Anyway, it's yeah.
Wait, Corey, Corey Goldie's watching. Yeah, Corey, thanks for that, man. Because we had no idea how to work it out. We were really struggling.
Yeah,
like
we were.
To anyone that was following weeks ago, when we thought it was just going to be super easy to literally click Facebook Live, because every YouTube video decided to lie to both of us about how easy everything was. And then we had to shift it to Instagram, and then half the people didn't know, a lot of people didn't know, everything. It was a massive balls up. It just wasn't that easy. But now, Corey's come through with the goods with Shaun, and we're on the ball.
I'm gonna have to get him a slab, I think, for this.
I like that.
So, I'm sure he will. So
anyway,
Shaun, good.
What's up, man? Hey, cheers, bro.
Oh, you're on the old Dos Equis.
Yeah. Oi, because they're a bargain buy at Dan Murphy's at the moment.
Yeah, one of my groomsmen introduced me into them. He lives up in Brizzy, and just south of the border now. But they were good. We got onto them at his wedding. So
yeah. They're literally it's like $12 for a 6-pack at Dan Murphy's at the moment.
Dirty.
That's
dirty stuff.
Johnny Franchise, what's going on, Johnny? Mike Nelson, Timmy Stenhouse. Hi, honey. Timmy, if you guys haven't seen Timmy in my videos on YouTube, you probably want to do that. Timmy's probably most well known for when he dropped a kilo bass down at Lake Sinclair off the back of my boat. And I will bring that up to the day that he dies, or to the day that I die. Joey Eckhart, nice beard.
Sounds like there's a lot of bass drops down there.
Yeah, there's quite a few.
Mm.
Who buys a 6-pack? Well, I only bought a 6-pack, Rodney. I only bought a 6-pack because it was $12, man. You can buy 4 6-packs and make a carton for cheaper.
Bit of panic buying. That's probably all that was left. I'll give you that one.
Correct. Rice pasta and 6-packs.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. But anyway, guys, thanks for joining me and Shaun. As I said, it's been a long road to try and get here. It's been a nightmare. Instagram apparently is super easy. Facebook is just a nightmare for this live thing. But this has been so easy. So thanks for tuning in. If you guys have questions for me or Shaun, shoot them through. We'll do a little bit at the end. You guys can ask questions, either Shaun about his sort of stuff, me about my fishing, about my beard or whatever. You wouldn't have bought your dad. Yeah, Dad bought me beers, Joey. The boys are always into me for beers, about Dad buying me stuff. But yeah, so if you guys do have questions, because it's kind of hard to sort of look and talk at the same time, but shoot them through towards the end, and we'll just do a bit of a question and answer sort of session. But yeah, I guess me and Shaun just wanted to try and do this live and jump on a live thing while all this coronavirus thing is still going strong. Like, it's pretty crazy. Queensland's actually faring pretty well. South Australia's potentially faring pretty well because they've got about 53 people in the state.
Yeah, we're immune to.
But yeah, I know Victoria and New South Wales are still pretty much. They're still pretty heavy. Victoria's still pretty heavy.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, but better than other parts of the world, I guess. But
yeah,
that's all right.
Correct.
We're pretty lucky on it. But hopefully it's the back end of it now. We're gonna hook into hopefully some everyone else can get out fishing, get some work going as well.
The dams are opening back up. I know. I saw Lake St Clair, and Lake Glenbourne down in New South Wales. I think they just recently sort of started opening up for sort of day activities on the water. Saw St Clair, you got a pre-book or whatever, but that's cool. That's good news. So things are slowly getting back on track. Maybe not normal everyday going out to a restaurant type, but I think that's in like a phase 2 or something in June or whatever. But I mean, look, for the fishers, that's good news.
Getting it done, which is good.
Getting it done.
So, how's talking last night? How's your boat coming along? You're probably this coronavirus has hit a little bit.
I mean, for me, it's actually probably been a blessing in disguise. That the amount of work that's been going into my boat at the moment, it's just been endless. I got it wrapped in January. January is when we sort of did these jerseys and
that's absolutely annoying, hasn't it?
I know, it's ridiculous.
Really? Right, yeah.
And I've not been able to wear these jerseys properly yet. I've not been able to use my boat properly yet since it's been wrapped. But in saying that, when I was doing the wrap, we had to take some of the bump rubber off the side. Tried to get some Australian stuff here. It didn't work. So we had to order the stuff from America. Problem is the air freight or any form of freight from America at the moment has been just almost non-existent. So it's ridiculous. I've been waiting for parts for like over a month. They're supposed to be here like this week or next week. So once that bump rubber goes on, the boat is then waterproof again. However, I just discovered that my exhaust in my motor has decided to snap. So it's kind of like a maraca at the moment, just like rattling around. So we got to fix that exhaust and connect it back to the manifold. So yeah, luckily I don't have tournaments on. Otherwise, I'd probably be in a cold shower crying, curled up on the floor, I think.
I don't imagine if everything was kicking off and just have to join someone else or the old land based.
Yeah, just like so. You know, I think I'll be fishing soon. I actually went for a fish on the weekend with my best mate, and I donuted. I caught nothing.
You're even fishing. You don't have a boat at the moment, and I
was so excited. Like 4 o'clock, my alarm went off, and I was like, bang, out of the water, out of bed, ready to go, ready to be on the water. And not a cracker. I dropped 2 fish. I got my lure bitten in half a couple of times, and I watched Macca get completely destroyed on a rock bar twice in 2 casts. That was the highlight of my day. He landed a little trevally and a flathead, but I watched him get absolutely caked on this rock bar twice in 2 casts, and that was fantastic for me. So,
well, last time I went fishing, like, even though we do heaps of fishing gear, I'm actually not a fisherman myself. I love it, but I'm no good at it. And I don't get out very often. But my brother-in-law loves it. He just lives down in Gippsland and has a boat and goes down to like Wilson's Prom. I think it's Port Welshpool and all those sort of places down there. And last time I went with him, we just going for some I think it was Anzac Day last year, I think. And didn't get anything, and then got back to the boat ramp, and I lost the winch. I forgot to it was one of the ones that you just take it off, and it was in the
I've
water.
done that.
He reckons everyone's done it, so I didn't feel as bad.
I went from having the winch handle that doesn't come off, to then I think it must have been, I don't know if it was Glenbourne or St Clair. It might have been St Clair. I think Graham Ford, who like just beat me in Angler of the Year last year by like 4 points. 40, if you're watching, like 4 points. Like I was close. I was hot in his heels. But 40 must have been following me because like we only just put this new winch on, and it was one of those really annoying ones where you take the handle off, which is just more annoying than practical. And I don't know, me or the old man must have left it on, didn't think. And then here's 40 and his missus trying to like do 110 on the highway to catch up to us, and 40's missus is like holding up the winch handle in the window. I was like, oh, that's mine. Yeah, yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, well, I didn't recover ours, so yeah. But anyway, that's all right. And didn't catch a fish either, but neither did he. And he's generally all right. He won't, so. But,
everything.
Hey?
There's everything. Donuts and a lot of winch handle.
So, yeah, it's just one of those things. I'm about to, I'll put a link into everyone's feed just here because Keeghan's jersey that he's wearing at the moment, we're actually offering that as a supporter jersey. So you can order it and it will support Keeghan. So some of the profits will go to him, support his fishing, all that sort of stuff. So what I'll do is just jump on. Keeghan, I can't put any comments in the thing, so I'm gonna have to do it on another computer. So give me a sec. But yeah, so if you guys are interested in his jersey, for sure, help him out. And grab yourself one. And we're going to be doing some giveaways tonight as well. So I don't know if you have noticed on our Facebook page, I've been promoting a new range that we've got. It's just a casual range. A lot of the stuff we do is personalized and takes quite a long time to come in because everything has to get printed up. But this new range is just casual, just screen printed, basic t-shirts, hoodies, and the lot. And I'm just going to give away a couple of shirts or whatever item people want from the casual range. To people that are viewing tonight. So Keegan's got a little randomizer on his phone. Throughout at the end of the night, we're just going to pull out a random number, go through the viewers and just pick one. And we'll contact you and you can pick whatever. And I'll put that link in the little feed as well in a minute.
Yeah.
So
Shaun sort of sent me some photo samples of some of the casual range. They're pretty sweet, guys. So this is kind of like almost a first release kind of deal. If you guys want to get your hands on some of the Spida Custom Apparel, just casual range, do that. So what I think we'll do maybe at the end, if we can get on to, I guess, actually, you know what we'll do? You know what we'll do, guys? We'll do it like Jimmy used to do it at the AP. If you guys give me a number. You guys put a number. I'll randomize a number between one and whatever. Whoever has that number, then we'll just cipher down and do it that way. I think that might be the coolest, way to do it. And then I think what we may do as well, might do another giveaway because I'm going to put this recorded version on my YouTube tomorrow. So anybody that's not watching it tonight, I know there's people watching night shift and stuff, or people that can't tune in. So I'll put this up on my YouTube tomorrow. I'll share the link on my Facebook, and then all you guys have to do is share that and then tag either me or Shaun in it to go into another draw that we might draw next week. And then you can go into the draw to win one of the other things in the casual range. So we're kind of just don't send in your number. Okay, send in your numbers now. Okay. Go nuts. Send in some numbers and Corey Goldie, 69. Yeah, that'd be right. Send in your numbers, and I'll make it between 1 and 100, guys. That's easy. And I'll just do a random number generator. Paul Langley, you're disqualified.
So yeah, it's a pretty cool range. We've got a few artists on board that hand drawn like all the images that are on there, and yeah, Keeghan, can you put like a little link up in the top bit?
Yeah, I can't either. Hey,
down the side there's like a little agenda button. Can't do it.
Wait, agenda.
Left hand side. Yep.
Interested in shopping? Contacts? No. Add media. Share screen. Yeah. Add guest.
Nah, don't worry about it. 2 hour basket. I'll just keep putting the link on there later, and then once all the
add agenda.
Yeah, that's it.
What am I doing?
I'll send you a link on Facebook.
Yeah, okay.
On your page.
All right. So
water jerseys. So just copy and paste that link into the agenda, and then you can click.
Right, well, we can do that, guys. So so you have launched a new website, which is all up and running.
Sure have. Yep. It's it was hopefully going to be done at Christmas time, and it's just it like everything it's just taken hell of a lot longer. We keep trying to edit it, and then it's got to the point where we've launched it last week, and it's going good. It's so much easier to order some gear. We tried to make it real easy for people to order different items. So there's heaps of designs on our website. If you just go there, it's spidacustomapparel.com.au. And any of the designs on there, you can order in any style. So like a lot of the shirts on there are like polo shirts or fishing shirts, but you can actually get them in hoodies or jackets or singlets, whatever you want, and you can bundle it all as well. So like you can order just one shirt and one hoodie, whereas on our old website, the minimum order was 5. So we've dropped our minimums to, you can just buy one if you want, which is really cool. Helps out the tournament fishing people, which, obviously they don't need a lot of gear, but they need a lot of customization on it. We've allowed people just to get our standard designs off our website, and you can add as many logos as you want. It's just a $10 fee per logo, which is just once off. If you get 2 shirts, it's still only $10. It's not $10 per shirt, which helps heaps. So I think Keegan's about to upload the link. Are you to where your jersey are? Yeah.
Title visible for everyone. I'll just put Keeghan Anna jersey. How's that? So I guess if I just press that.
That's it. And can you put the...
Something should be potentially happening. What's this button do? Oi, something's happening, guys. I mean, I can see something's happening. I don't know. If anyone can find where this is, then let us know, because it's somewhere. I've got it on my screen.
So we can just see a thing that just says Keeghan painted jerseys, and then it doesn't actually link. I thought it might have linked to it, but it doesn't. That's okay.
I mean, I've got the link above it. Maybe, maybe if I try and paste the link in there.
I'll just keep putting it in. I'll just keep putting it in the news feed.
Yeah, do that, because I really.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that?
Oh yeah, there it is. But I don't know if it's clickable. Yeah, it's not clickable.
I don't think it's clickable.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just hide. All right. But it was worth a try.
Yeah. Trying to be easy for everyone, but it's not. Happening. That's okay.
Yes. So that's some exciting new stuff. So if you guys want to get a hold of this jersey, anyone, that'd be cool. I don't know how much are they going for, Shaun?
So they start at $78.
Yeah.
Sorry, hang on. I'm doing two things at once and I can't, so I'm just trying to get the link in there. Won't be a sec.
While you're doing that, I just saw a message from Jace. Where is it? Jace just said, I messaged you our design for their jersey. And that looks cool, man. The base for Deb and your shirts. First-hand opinion. I think it looks sweet. I think it looks rad.
Where's this comment? I can't see it.
Jason DeForest Haddleton. It'll be up the top on the side. I messaged you our design. Or he just Facebook messaged me. But yeah, it looks
right.
Cool. Okay, yeah. Looks cool. I like it, man. Very patriotic. Very patriotic. I'm semi-patriotic. I'm all mirrored here. Look, there's some sort of like semi-patriotic stuff.
So it depends on how many you get and what you get as well. So you get fishing jersey just like that. What Keeghan's got there, $75 for the shirt as it is, and then if you want your name, it's just $5 on top for your name on the front or the back. So it really depends on what you want. If you don't want your name on the front, then you save yourself $5. If you don't want any names, then yeah. So yeah. Hoodies. Winter hoodies. They are. Bear with me a sec.
I've actually got, I thought ahead because I've actually got the hoodies. I actually had them aside. So guys, this is the hoodie. This is like the no zipper in the middle hoodie. I don't know if you guys can see that.
It's got a pocket on the front, so all those logos are on the pocket. So
yeah. Got that pocket on the front there. On the back, same sort of stuff as the jersey. Exactly the same, guys, but nice warm hoodie for winter.
They're good. And then those jackets. There's also the soft shell jackets, which Keeghan, we're actually we've changed the size chart a little bit for those because we've decided that it's probably just a little bit too fitted for most people. So we're going to just make it a straight cut. So it's not going to be as sort of fitted as what Keeghan's is, but still there's soft shell material, which isn't they're not waterproof or anything like that, but they are sort of shower proof. If you get a light shower, it'll just sort of bead off and run off, but a little bit heavier, it'll probably soak in a little bit. And then it's got a fleece lining on the inside. They're super Keeghan will probably
can't really see it on camera, but
no, it doesn't show up on camera.
It's like that. It's just a bit of like a spray jacket sort of material on the outside, but it's this is going to stop any wind, so it's going to be super warm and nice and fleecy on the inside. It's got Velcro. I don't know if the new ones will have it. This one does. Will the new ones with the new cut still have the Velcro?
Exactly. It's exactly the same. It's just the size is going to be like a bit wider in the chest.
Yeah.
They're built for more like those ones were built more for a like a businessy corporate type look. Yeah. Whereas we're going to need them a bit looser, especially for So that's
So that will mean that the sizing will be a little bit more to what the size is, like closer to.
Yeah, it's normal. Yeah, it'd be normal sizing. So So the good thing is too, if you get like a couple of the items, if you get over 5 items, they drop in price too. So it's all on the website. Once you go on there, there's drop down menus and you can just sort of build your order as you go, and it will give you the price list when you've sort of put in each item. So go have a look. But we're not changing any logos or anything like that. So it's all just going as is. Just because
my jersey's my jersey. I know some of the other guys. Matty Langers has his jersey over there. So whatever the supported jerseys are, what they are, because that's what we wear on tour. But if you guys want to design your own jersey, then that's when the per logo price and stuff comes into it. So all of this is as is, can't be changed. There's trademark, copyright sort of stuff with my sponsors and everyone else's sponsors. So that's why it is how it is. But I'm pretty biased. I reckon mine's the best looking ever. Sorry, Langers.
But it gets a touchy subject.
Yeah. If you guys want to support me, want to support Shaun, and want one of these jerseys, again, they're priced pretty much, like you go out to a BCF or you go out to an Anaconda or something, like they're all around that $70, $80 mark anyway for these jerseys. The material that they're lightweight, they're breathable. So it's pretty much on par as like a market standard, I guess.
And just with just as an idea for your own jerseys, if you go to our tournament fishing page, which up the top is just you go to sport and then there's a tournament fishing link, all of the designs come up. A good idea, because it's only $10 to add a logo, in my opinion anyway, a good idea is to approach some businesses, and Keeghan's got sort of some good ideas on how to approach them and all that sort of stuff, and we can sort of bounce our own knowledge off just in a minute. But so just say you had a friend, Jim's window cleaning or something, I don't know, and you want a logo on the chest, and then how many logos are on your shirt, Keeghan? There's like
there's a couple.
Yeah, some are doubled up, but just say you got 10 or 12. Like that's $120 worth of extra sort of logo fees. But if you charged each place to say, look, to sponsor me this on my shirt will be $100. So if you get 10 logos, that's $1,000 just for your sponsorship of your shirts. So the shirt will cost you under $200, and you'll get over $1,000 sponsorship out of it. And that's sort of just charging $100 for one logo placement. You can customize it however you want. But it's just a little idea that I kind of sort of try to put forward to people if they're looking to sort of supplement the cost of their shirts, and then entry fees into fishing tournaments and all sorts of things. Like, does that make sense?
I mean, you can just break it down. It's easy. And as you said, if you've got a sponsor, or if you've got a couple of sponsors, or people that you want to maybe get behind you and endorse you somehow, if you go and do this and say, look, it's going to cost me this much for this, do you want to put in that? If they put in $100 for your jersey, or another sponsor puts in another $100 or something like that, then you can easily get a few out of it with all of the names on it. I think as a sponsored angler, one of the hardest things is trying to keep everyone happy. Especially, I've got a few conflicting brands that kind of cross over with what they make and what they do. So keeping it neutral for me. I've got my main sponsors, obviously, the guys that help me out the most. But keeping it neutral for everyone is it's a task, but like it can be done. It's not hard, but I know there's been a few questions asked to me lately about sponsorships and about how to go about sponsorships and sort of the steps I need to take and how to go about it. And I think from my point of view, I won, like non-boater angler of the year in ABT a couple of years back now, and I finished off 5th a couple of years ago, 2 years ago, and last year I finished 2nd in angler of the year standings. So for me, coming from a tournament background, it's probably a little bit easier to have something to show that you're not just a weekend fisher, or you're not just someone that fishes every now and then. Like I've got something to back up to prove that I'm sort of the real deal, and this is what I do. This is my life. I literally eat, live, and breathe fishing, and it's my passion. But as well, social media is great too. It's also a great stepping stone. If you've got a strong social media, whether it be Facebook or Instagram or YouTube or all of them, they're really great stepping stones to have, that you've already got a follower base there that you can go to a sponsor and say, look, I've got 3,000 followers on Instagram, or I've got a YouTube that has this many views. How can I go about working with you guys? There's working with these sponsors, even talking to you, Shaun, there's a lot of people that say, hey, man, can you sponsor me? Like every day.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think a lot of sponsors get worn out by just, hey, sponsor me questions, rather than I think the way that you should maybe approach it is probably saying like, send an email or get in touch with whoever you need to get in touch with and say, look, I use your product. I really like your product. I would really like to be able to support you in the future, and I'd really love for you to maybe jump behind me and support me with what I do. Like, how do I go about doing that? Maybe approach it from that way rather than, hey, can you sponsor me? Because that's really blunt. And a lot of people, I get asked it a lot and I get told about it a lot. And it's something that sort of just goes straight through to the keeper. But I think you can probably shed some light on that.
Yeah, and I think with touching base on what you said about like the social media, from my point of view, it's not all about social media for me. If in sort of two different ways, I'll try to explain. So if you do have a social media account, then you can approach people, or you can get into the face of businesses by like, if you're using their items, just do a post about it or tag them in any photos that you've got going to really get in their face. And then they'll see it because you get a little notification when it comes up. So like, oh, this person's been tagging me a lot. And then you sort of get a general sort of knowledge base of who's sort of around. And then if you start saying, oh, look, I've been using your product for X amount of times or whatever, you can then have like a little bit of a base to go off, like you said. But also like with us, because I'm not actually a fisherman myself, I've actually gone out there and I've got some brand ambassadors in certain different areas to help with that exposure. So, and again, not everyone's a tournament fisher. So like, it can, like, you don't have to be the best fisherman. You could just be a likable guy and come across that way. So, as long as you're going with the attitude of what can I do for the business in the sponsorship and not the other way around, I think you'll probably be on the right track. So
100%. I think you hit the nail on the head with the what can I do, because again, there has been quite a number of like sponsored anglers in the past that as soon as they get the sponsorship, that's it. Or they just expect free stuff. Sponsorship isn't always free stuff. Like, hey, you're sponsored, here, have all this stuff. Like, you have to work for it. It's a business. It's a business, and you are marketing that business. So it's all about what can I do for that company. I've got a number of companies that I haven't approached. I know they've been looking for people, and I've been approached by one or two. One recently, randomly, was a supplement company that, I don't know, they reached out to me through YouTube or something. I didn't take them up on it because, I mean, for me with my sponsorships, if I don't use the product, or if I don't love the product, I will not. I won't sponsor it. I can't. Yeah. I'm a real straight shot. I don't lie. If I say it's crap, it's crap. If I say it's good, then I think it's good, and that's just the way I am. So I want all of these sponsors on here, all the companies that I work with, are only stuff that I genuinely think is actually really good stuff. Because then it falls into the category of other people just getting paid to say things, or, oh yeah, I love this, I love that. But this company I had to turn down. Like, my best mate owns a supplement company, and he actually helps fund me. He's sort of like a backseat investor in some of the stuff that I do. So I had to turn them down because I don't believe in their product, and I can't support their product because it's conflicting with somebody else. And again, there have been other companies in fishing that I've turned down or haven't approached because I just don't use enough of their gear to be able to give them what they are looking for in terms of a sponsorship. So it's sort of just about doing the right thing. So I don't know if you guys do have any more questions about the sponsorship sort of stuff, from Shaun's point of view, from a business owner's point of view, or from a pro angler's point of view, or someone that is sponsored. Shoot him a message on Facebook, shoot me a message on Facebook, or whatever. We're happy to answer it. But yeah.
Sorry, I'm just laughing at Dane's comment. I was just about to. No, it's not it. Dane's just thinking I'm drinking Melbourne Bitter. It's James Squire. I don't know if that's in your standards or not, Dane, but I like it. So
it says ale, which means it's probably bitter as all hell.
Oh, it's pretty good.
I just want it to taste like
beer. I do get a lot from my uncle-in-law about the beers I drink, but it's definitely not Melbourne Bitter, that's for sure. Actually, Dean's one of our first ambassadors, and I can't thank him enough. And he went about it 100% the right way. So if anyone wants to ask about sponsorship as well, maybe flick Dane a message, because he was one of our first customers and ordered probably 3 or 4 times for himself, and then various competitions that he was running. And then we actually approached him for sponsorship. He didn't ask us or anything. And then, he's been with us for, God, I don't know how long. It was right back when we started. So probably 7 or 8 years. So, yeah, it's... But anyway, so there's plenty of advice out there that everyone can give. But on like, if you do want some shirts and you want to approach some businesses, we can actually help with just putting a little poster together with what your shirt might look like, just as like plain. If you've got like a couple of sponsors already, we can put those on. But if you then want to approach other people, you can sort of ask us, and we can sort of put it together, give you a poster, and then that'll help you guys approach them with like the graphics and all that sort of stuff. So it's just something to think about. But also, people don't use the sleeves as much as what they should. A lot of people think the front chest is the best place to put it, but Keeghan, if you hold your hands up like this with a fish,
I'll see if I can hold my sleeve.
The front and center covers all the fish, and then the little ones down the forearm, they get right in front of the camera. So you can use those positions really well. You can use them pretty smartly on your
the sides too. Like just try to
so just go sort of real random sort of position.
And the collar too. Like I've got like this mop of hair and like this beard, so everything's covered up. But I'm all backwards here. But the collars too. You can put stuff on the collar. Like it's just those fine little details. It's it's pretty cool. So don't think it's all about the front or all about the back. But in terms of sponsorship questions, I think that maybe, because I have had a lot of questions about dudes. They're always saying, how do I get sponsored by this company? And I think the best thing is one, maybe find a niche point. Like I've found a bit of a niche with my YouTube sort of stuff. I'm really infatuated with the American market. That's kind of where I'm aimed to go with my career and stuff like that. So I just take a leaf out of the American dude's book, because not many dudes in Australia do it. So maybe find a niche and approach the companies from what sort of things do you look for, or how can I help you point of view, rather than, hey, can you sponsor me? Because that's really blunt. As I said, you guys got any questions, shoot me a message, shoot Shaun a message. I think there's been some questions about jerseys and stuff. I think Jeffrey, only if it's signed by me personally, will you get one? Well, Jeffrey, you work about 4 minutes down the road, brother. So I'll come and sign it. Brendo Power, how much for a signed jersey? Tell you what, I will sign your jersey, but I'll sign their chest too. I'll do it for free, but you have to get the chest signature tattooed on your chest. For Brendo and Jeffrey, they're into that. Eva, there's a big muscular bearded fish I'm trying to catch. What's the best pickup line to use, Shaun? If you were after a big muscly bearded fish, what's the best pickup line that you'd try?
I have no idea. I wouldn't hear.
What's your best, give your best pickup line? I'm sure your wife is listening somewhere in the background.
I actually don't know. I'm hopeless at pickup lines. Seriously. So yeah, nah. I'll just bail in the corner. I'd bail. I'd be going home alone.
Yeah, I'm shocking with pickup lines too.
Yeah, I think because they're just super cheesy and just surely no one's ever had anything. Yeah. Why are we talking about this?
I got a message from Eva. There's a big muscular bearded fish I'm trying to catch. What's the best?
Mick Johnson. Mick Johnson. Every time I have a phone call, Mick Johnson, he's trying to throw me a pickup line.
Oh, Mick Johnson. Yeah, that's.
He's just done it just then.
What? Where's Mick?
Just up 2, I think.
Oh, Mick Johnson. Hot. You mean the Mick Johnson comment that says "Hi, sexy"?
Yeah. Every time I call him, he's another one of our ambassadors. That's how he answers the phone to me.
That's good. Actually, one of the best times I've ever had fishing, off the water fishing, was probably with Langers and Mick. We were pre-fishing for a tournament last year down at Lake Sinclair. It was really cold, and my air mattress, I had a built-in air pump for my air mattress, and the pump didn't work. So I slept on the cold ground, and I spent a couple nights with Mick and Langers there. They were pre-fishing together. And those two together, Matthew Langford and Mick Johnson, if you get them together and feed them a couple of beers, anything can happen. So I'm not surprised with anything that comes out of Mick's mouth, to be honest.
He's it's funny. So, well,
that
with the US
covers the jerseys sort of stuff. If anybody has any questions, whether it be for Shaun about the jerseys or about pricing or casual range or whatever, you can ask Shaun. If you guys got any questions for me about fishing or whatever,
I've got one. I've got one for you, Keeghan. So with the because this is more meant to be about you, not me. Your YouTube channel, it's been awesome. Like, some of your content's wicked, and obviously the coronavirus is really hit you hard with the old content making, because it's just taking your whole sort of content making machine away from you. You can't fish. Are you how you going with any more ideas? Do you need help? Do you want people to give you ideas on what they want to see in terms of your videos or anything? Or
yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, YouTube, I mean, it's going well. I mean, off the back of last year with fishing and YouTube and stuff, my goal was this year to, I'm really big on goals. Last year it was to smash AOY, came really close, 4 points. So it was nearly the best angler. Came second. My goal for this year was to try and start getting monetized on YouTube so I can start making money off it. I need a certain amount of subscribers to do that. So if you guys are watching and you haven't subscribed to my channel, go over and do it, please. It doesn't cost you anything. You literally just need like a YouTube login and you click the button that says subscribe. For YouTube, that's what it's all about. It's kind of like a follow on Facebook or a follow on Instagram. That's kind of the follow of YouTube. But for me, that's going to help me make some money so I can work less and fish more and bring more videos. But yeah, it's I had a heap of content coming out last year. I started off this year saying that I'm going to do 3 uploads a week because all of the big content creators, they're getting videos out every day, every second day. Now, I work for my parents' refrigeration company. So a lot of people don't realize how much time I actually put into my life in general. I go to work and I come home, I go to gym, and the gym thing's taken a back seat now, but we got a gym in the garage, me and my housemate. But then I sit down and I edit or I film stuff for you guys. But the coronavirus is definitely, I haven't been able to get out. No one's been able to get out. The dams have been shut. So I've got so much content backlogged that I want to film. I've got videos like I want to show you how to work with lures or what lures to work in, what lures will work in certain situations, and how to break down a dam. I've been getting that question a lot as I'm going to a new dam. Where do you start to look? So I don't really want to do that from my lounge because that's going to be really boring, and I won't be able to show you in as much detail how I break that down and how I can show you how the lures work, and how I can show you where I start in a dam and stuff like that. So they are coming as the lakes are starting to open, as the travel's starting to open up a bit more, and obviously I've got to get my boat back on the water.
There's a good question that's just come up, which from Jim Payne. How do you make money from the social media side of things? I think that's referring to the YouTube side of things when you said you want to monetize it a little bit.
Yeah.
He
said, the social media wise, was it?
Sorry, it just says, Keith, can you explain how many followers you sort of need to make money from it? Never really understood that.
Okay, it's for me to start being monetized. See, it's all weird to me too. Like the amount of money that you make is not a lot when you first start off. To start making money, you need 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So I'm getting there slowly but surely, but it's taken a bit of a hit with the coronavirus because there's only so many interesting videos you can kind of make from your front yard or like your lounge. But yeah, as far as I know, it's 1,000 subscribers that you need to be monetized and 4,000 watch hours in the last 12 months. So the watch hours are pretty easy if you get the continuous content, but it's the subscribers, because you get people that will watch it and like it, or just watch it and then they click out of it. Like I'm guilty of doing it with people too, but it's all about the subscribers. That's why each YouTube person asks you to subscribe, because that is how it helps you make money. And then once you hit 1,000 subscribers, then ads will start going into your videos. So you make money from ads, and you make money from all these sort of offshoot strands of marketing from YouTube. So that's kind of what I was aiming for this year. But as I said, yeah, it's been pretty hard. It's taken a bit of a dent with just the amount of content I can get out.
Yeah. So this is just me, because I don't really understand it myself.
Yeah.
So when you say you want to go over to the US and really like make it over there, like how, like, do you have to get invited to the tournaments and stuff over there, or could you just pack up, move over, and start fishing in like that FLW or whatever the Bassmaster?
Yeah.
How the Bassmaster works, but yeah.
So for me, my dream for years, like you've got Bassmaster and FLW. MLF popped its head up last year or the year before. I never really got into MLF. It was a brand new format of fishing completely. There was too many rules. It was a little bit weird. The publicity behind it was really strange. But MLF have now merged with FLW. My dream was to always try and shoot across to FLW in the States. I wouldn't exactly say follow in Carl's footsteps. Carl Jochimson, for those of you who don't know, is a Bassmaster Elite champion. He won at Lake 10 Killer at the end of last year, which was a feat that he's the only Australian that has ever done anything like that. I've held the trophy. I'm sponsored by Fish and Bits, his cousin store, and Carl actually personally sponsors me from Fear My Heart too. So I'm in contact with Carl a little bit, which is cool. He's always pretty busy doing stuff, but he does give me the time, so that's good. He's always said that he'll help me out whenever I make that transition. But yes, for me, so the Bassmaster is invite. to fish in the FL. So the top league, you've got all the open tournaments underneath it, but if you want to be in the pinnacle, like the stuff that you see on TV, you have to qualify through rounds under that, whether it be a point basis or if you win, say in Bassmaster, if you win a Opens event, then that can shotgun you through to like a classic stage berth and stuff like that. So there is fast track ways, but you kind of just have to win. Otherwise, you work your way up the ranks. So you start from the leagues under that. It's very expensive, which is why sponsorships are everything in America. Fishing is a lot more doable in the tournament scene in Australia, although sponsors, without it, it's still very expensive and very hard. But in America, without sponsors, it's almost impossible. The amount of money that goes into each tournament, the tournament fees, traveling around, you need that sponsorship money to help fund you. So I'm 28 in a couple of weeks. So 30 has always been my deadline of when I've said I've got to go. I'll sell up here, and I've spoken to Carl about it in the past. When he's been back in Australia, I've gone and met Carl and spoken to Carl in depth about it, and he's sort of come at me with, there's two options to me. My option was to always go over to America and live over there and stay. The visa thing is an issue because I can't work and money unless I've got a working visa, in which case you need proof of the job that you're going to. Which for me, if I'm fishing in those leagues, I can't hold down a job. So that won't work. It'll probably end up be a sporting visa. But then Carl sort of said, look, maybe look at it in terms of if I want to go over it. If I go over there for a couple of tournaments and then I come back home and maybe work and earn some money again. But he said the flights are the biggest killer. So the flights are really expensive. If I'm going for one tournament and then coming home, that's a couple grand in flights. And if I'm doing that every month,
internally, the travel would be super expensive too. So yeah.
So if I'm undecided whether I'm just going to pack up and move and do that, or what I probably might try and do is still stay here. I probably won't be fishing tournaments in Australia because I'll be aimed at the American stuff. I know Dean Sylvester's doing stuff like that at the moment. But yeah, I might try and go over there for a couple of months at a time and maybe fish 2 or 3 tournaments, and then I might need to come home and just work for a little bit until it's all about getting that breakthrough that you need. So
definitely just sort of stepping outside your comfort zone a little bit and just having a crack, hey, because like, I don't know, I follow like a few businessy sort of people. Some are like come from the sports area, some are just pure business people, and every single one of them have just said they just jumped in the deep end and just went for it. So like,
got to do it. I mean, for the people that know me, guys that I fish with, like Mark Parrott and Johnny Franchise, Al JB, Mick Johnson, Matthew Langford, all these guys that I fish with, they know how passionate I am about. I don't have a plan B because I don't plan on my plan A failing. Like that's it. There's no backup because I can't fail at the first one and I won't. So it's a passion, and if you don't have dreams, or if you don't follow those dreams that you want to follow, then they're obviously not a big enough dream for you to try and do. I mean, for me, if you put your mind anything, you can do it. And Carl has been the perfect example of that. Being an Australian boy growing up in Toowoomba and fishing out there to now being on a world stage and actually winning a tournament. I get goosebumps like just thinking about it because I think I can just see me in that situation. So
it's cool when you do that.
Do it. Just got to do it. I mean, people are always going to fail, but you learn more from your failures than you do from your successes. So but
there's a dude called Tim Ferriss. I don't know if anyone has heard of him. He's like a motivational sort of dude. He writes a few books.
You were talking to me about that on the phone the other week.
Yeah, it was. Different book. So that the book I was talking to you about was a 4-hour work week, which heaps more than that, but that's the best book I've ever read. But he has one called Tribe of Mentors, which he has 11. It's like, I don't know. He's got 11 questions that he asks all famous, or not just famous people, but successful people. And they're just questions to make you think differently, I guess. And one of them that he asks is, what's your biggest failure? And he sort of like he sort of writes about the best ones. And every single person that's like just, mega successful was like, had some sort of big failure that's led to something else, and their life wouldn't be where it was if. So it's 100%. If you're scared of failing, you're not gonna go anywhere. So
you just got to do it. I mean, failures. A lot of people look at failures as a negative. Failing is just something like, for a perfect example, you learn more from your failures than you do from your successes. So for me, even breaking down a dam, for a quick question, I don't know if anyone's asked it, but I have had a few, breaking down a dam. For a tournament, from a tournament point of view, I spend about 3 full days on the dam, pre-fishing that. More if I can, but usually 3 days in a row. And I look at it from a failure point of view. So if I'm trying a technique and it failed and I don't catch any fish, then I rule that out and I move to the next one. I don't necessarily start from the techniques that I know are going to be successful. I start from cancelling out the things that may be a failure. And when they are, then I can cancel that out and focus on what's going to work. So I kind of do it, the backhanded way. So I do learn better from my failures, and that's my learning process of, process of elimination. I don't know how other many people do that, but for me, it seems to work out pretty well.
Yeah, well, you just got to find, that's the whole thing, isn't it? You just got to find what's working for you, and not be scared to change things up. So it could be totally left field too, eh? So, right.
Mark Parry, aren't restrictions for travel in Queensland being eased to? Yes. Yeah. So I said that earlier, Mark. I don't know. I don't think you tuned in. It was right at the start. So in Queensland, as of Friday or Saturday, this one coming, we can travel up to 150 Ks. Obviously, that doesn't include crossing over the border, because the borders are still closed for recreation or whatever. But so I can fish the lakes. However, my boat is out of action, so I can't. So I might steal my boat. My mate's tinny. So at least I've got something. But yes, 150 Ks at the moment, and outback. It says like outback. I don't know what's classed as outback, but outback travel is 500 Ks. So I don't know. I don't know what's classed as outback, but probably not.
There's a lot of grey areas with everything in there. So
a lot of hypocrisies, a lot of grey areas. But, let's what other questions? Aiden Lodo, why is it such a pain in the ass to spool a reel? Hey man, that's why you have tackle stores that you go, hey man, can you spool this? So you go to Fish and Bits, or the local down here near me is Tackle World. I'm sponsored by Fish and Bits, so I get all my stuff through Palmsy and Chris and the boys and Pat over there. But I know, speaking from experience, that the Tackle World, they've got a spooling machine, and I'm pretty sure Fish and Bits do too out the back. So most of your good fishing retailers will actually have a spooling machine, where if you go in and buy line, and you take your actual spool in, you can take your reel in, but you can also just take your spool and say, hey, can you please spool this up for me? They will actually do it, so you don't have to spend hours at home doing all this sort of stuff, because that really sucks. So Aiden, if you go into the tackle stores, buy some line, ask them to spool it up, they'll be able to do it literally in like 2 minutes for you. Easy.
Yeah.
Because I hate spooling line.
It's like knocking in a cricket bat. I'm more of a cricketer, so I can understand how it would be similar. So I've got my old neighbour who's an absolute, probably the worst cricketer you've ever seen. We used to just sit out the front, have a beer, and knock the cricket bats in together. It was yeah.
I've also spent many hours knocking in cricket bats.
Very tough. Hey, did you play?
Yeah.
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 It drives the girlfriend insane.
Yeah. I was opening bowler and usually like first drop or second drop.
Yep.
I was kind of an all rounder. I probably wasn't
Shane, what?
But good enough.
Yeah.
And but my granddad actually on my mum's side, John Baker, he actually started Pine Rivers Cricket Club to the guys that live in Brisbane. Pine Rivers Cricket Club is a really big cricket club in the
I've heard of it actually.
My pop actually started Pine Rivers Cricket Club. My pop played with people like Trevor Barsby and like people that played at a Queensland level. Trevor Barsby, Harry Fry, guys that played Queensland cricket. My pop played with them, and so he sort of stemmed Pine Rivers Cricket Club, and then politics came into it, and then things happened. And that's like he doesn't support Pine Rivers anymore. But I come from a line of cricketers. My great granddad was a phenomenal cricketer too. He had the opportunity to play in national leagues, but he was just a farm boy, and back then they wanted people that had some money to be able to support. So
a little bit of interest. We actually started Spida Sports, trying to do like cricket gear, so just like uniforms and stuff. And then we actually got gloves and pads and all that sort of stuff made. So my cricket bag's got all my brand on it, which looks super strange when you actually go out and play. Get a lot of sledges from it. But anyway, just trying to sort of start the next cricket brand. It just never really happened. Everyone in every club had someone that provided gear. So it's like, this isn't going to work. And then the fishing clubs and all that started coming to us with like wanting illustrations of fish and all that sort of stuff. And it got the like creative juices flowing. So we're just like, this might actually be, a bit of a area to go down. And that's how we started in the fishing industry, really. So from our cricket side of things, it's a bit weird.
No, you're in all sorts. Bowling, darts, fishing, casual games.
Try to just niche it down, but it's impossible because someone like tomorrow might ring up from a motorcycle club, want some stuff, and we're like, we're not going to say no. And then once we start getting more and more of one thing, we're just like, we might as well start advertising for it. So it's hard to sort of niche it down, but we try to sort of just keep it for social media and all that sort of stuff. Try to keep just a couple going, so then it's not just bits everywhere. So. But it's
It's cool. I didn't know that.
And we actually started the website when I was over in England playing cricket unsuccessfully. So that was my sort of. My wife was doing school teaching, and I was just sitting at home starting the website. So
right.
Freezing cold.
Let's say. Yeah, Heath Anthony. I did see this message before. Keegs, are you working a job behind the scenes or purely fishing? If purely fishing, how do you convince your missus that you were going to fish full time? As I said, I work and help run my parents' refrigeration company here in Brizzy. So not fishing full time. I don't really think you can fish full time here in Australia. That's why for me the dream is to shoot to America, where you can fish full time and that's your job. I don't have a missus. I was with Danielle, who was still a great friend of mine for 7 years or whatever, but we called it quits a couple of years ago. So I don't have the constraints of a missus to tell me that I can't go fishing, which is a big plus.
A lot easier, isn't it? Because
a lot easier.
All sorts of complicated when need to please a couple more people. So
correct.
Paul Langley's asked how we came up with the name Spida. That's pretty easy. we went through the animals, and that was the first one that was available. There's nothing else to it. We're just like, So our first our first website was called Promo Corner, and when we started doing more sportswear stuff, we were like, Promo Corner doesn't really suit sportswear, so we just needed a sportswear brand. And we just went, righto, it was like sitting down for hours and hours and hours, and we were just like, we just need to find one. And we just went, righto, what's available? Yep, that'll do. So nothing exciting about it.
I mean, it works. I think I
don't know how other people that don't know us pronounce it, but a lot of people say Spida. I think it's like the Adidas and Adidas situation.
One of those deals, yeah.
Yeah. So,
I mean,
or Nike and Nike or whatever. But yeah, anyway.
Yeah, I'm a Nike man. I'm Nike.
So am I, yeah. Yeah.
But because I've heard Americans say Nike, and that's kind of where it came from. So.
Yeah. What's the other one?
I know the boys, Joey and Trent and the boys always get angry at me. Like, I'm sponsored by Costa Sunnies, right? Like Costa, however you want to say it, right?
You say Costa.
Americans say Costa.
Do they really?
So if it was Costa,
wow,
I'm sure. I've got Rapala and stuff here. They say Costa, but the Americans, and it's a massive American company, they say Costa Del Mar. So
you're right.
What's right? I know Joey and the boys give me so much for that. Yeah, well, see Trent, Costa or Costa. I told you, Trent and Joey, they give me heaps for it. I just say Costa now, so I don't cop it from them.
Yeah, well, it's just the accent. That's why they say it. I don't know. Or I suppose not the accent, I guess, but like, it's just one of those things. Is there any other questions? I haven't been able to read. Go on.
Mark Parry, it's still waiting on the gunnel rubber. Yeah, man. Don't get me started. I'm still waiting on the gunnel rubber, bro. A lot of us can relate to time more than money. Oh God, I just lost it. Yeah, Jim's put a few good questions. Carl was very lucky, bloke, to get to the place. Yeah, Carl was very lucky and very determined as well. He had people believe in him and see something in him that led to relationships like Amphibia Eyewear, like Gene from Amphibia Eyewear and stuff like that. If you guys haven't heard Carl's full story, I've heard it in person. Carl's told me. Carl has told other people. But yes, it was a mix of a little bit of luck of just running into the right people, but also proving that just passion trumps. So
you need a little bit of luck sometimes. Like you just, and if you don't try, that luck's not. You can make your own luck sometimes. That's what I believe. Like, yeah. My wife always says, "Oh, that just falls into your lap. Like good things just happen to you, whatever." And I just believe that, like, you just put yourself out there, and you just try to see what happens. And if it doesn't work, well then hey, you just pick yourself up, like I was talking about before. Yeah, just get on with it, and sort of. Well, anyway,
Jordan Stoddart. Keeghan, can you please explain your windmill tactic? Nah, that's something that Timmy Stenhouse, Matthew Langford, and Liam, they were witness to whatever the windmill tactic was on the Richmond River. The rest of the boys heard it, but that's it. That's a top secret. That's a top secret thing. I can't speak about it. Langers will get angry, but they know. The boys that know.
One of those stories,
One of those stories. What happens on tour stays on tour, sort of thing.
Yeah, can imagine. All right. Yeah, a lot of the sorry.
Yeah. I was just going to say, I know you guys sent numbers in before, but
yeah, let's do it.
I can't see. It won't let us scroll back to those numbers anymore. So, anyone that's watching, write a number down between 1 and 100. I'll try and get a random number generator up, and we'll see who can win a prize or whatever from the Spida Custom Apparel casual range. So do that amongst yourselves. I'm just going to have to pick some weird random number generator.
We do have some. I won't do it yet. I'll do it after. We've got some coupon codes. I did release some coupon codes last week about some discounts off our new casual range, but I've just bumped them up a little bit more, so more people can get hold of them. I'll put a link up probably towards the end when all these numbers are stopped scrolling because they'll get lost. So if anyone does want a shirt or a hoodie, they can use those coupon codes to get a random sort of value. So they're just like hidden values. So some are 10%, some are 20%, some are 50% off your orders. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll get a link to that, and then when all these numbers stop scrolling through, they can just go in there and use them if they want. Yes, if they don't, they don't. So,
well, so far,
have you? Like,
I've got a number, but no one has. No one said anything yet. No one said that number yet, so I might just give it a minute and see if someone can get it. If no one gets the number that I've got up, I'll do it between 1 and 50, and we'll see if we can cancel out some options. I'll put the number in the host chat, Shaun, so if it does pop up, you can see it if I can't.
Ooh.
Oh, we've had a reverse.
Oh.
But the number's in the wrong version. Oh, there's numbers flying out everywhere. And this
is people's new online gambling.
Yeah. I like where you're coming from, George. You just put 100 in. I like that. That's something I would have done. Oh, someone was close.
Yeah, someone's close. Oh, no, stop.
Stop. Right, stop.
Oh, Heath
Anthony.
Woo.
So I had 31. If that's going to focus, I had 31, and Heath Anthony was definitely the first one to get it.
Send us a message.
So I think. Let me just. Have I got? You got Heath on Facebook? Heath, if you're watching.
Yeah, that's Team Tooney. He's we've got some massive news. Yeah, we've got some massive for him coming up probably tomorrow, I think. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah. Oh well, you can get onto Heath and
yeah.
Sort that out.
Sort him out. So
that's cool.
Cool.
Everyone else
I'm just going to chuck in the link to. Oh, hang on, that's not it.
I can't believe that no one else put 31.
Wow, why not?
I mean, it's 1 out of 100 numbers, but.
So there's a link to the casual range, and if you do any of these coupon codes.
Yeah, so you might be able to, I don't know if you can click on them, but if you cut and paste, or you copy the links and whatever, they're all there. You guys can do it that way.
Yeah. So there's 4 coupon codes just there. Each one of them has a different value, and there's only a couple per coupon code as well. So if someone's already taken it, then it's probably it'll tell you like it's not available or something like that. So you like to check the new one. Some are 50% off, some are 20% off, some are 15% off, and some are 10% off. We're going to be putting in the order to the printers on Thursday. It was going to be yesterday, but we just wanted to wait until we had this live with you, Keeghan. So yeah, Thursday we're going to put the order in. So if you want something, either get it in tonight or tomorrow. And we've also got free shipping, which obviously saves you about $10 or $12 anyway for this pre-order. So after Thursday, there won't be any free shipping on that. But yeah, we'll be getting like heaps of stock in as well. So, but if you want to, it's just going to be stock. It's not going to, we can't order it afterwards. So if you do want one, just make sure you get an order in. Save yourself some money, and yeah, make sure you get your size done. So,
yeah, cool, sweet. Well, yeah. Cheers, boys. You're welcome, man. Thanks for watching. Thanks for
thanks for joining in.
Yeah, thanks for joining in. We might try and wrap that up because we've been talking for quite a while. But thanks, guys, for tuning in. As I said, make sure if you haven't already, jump over to Spida Custom Apparel, Instagram, Facebook. Follow them on there. As I said, as Shaun was saying before, it's sort of first in, best dressed for those coupon codes. So if you do want first shot at the pre-orders of the casual range, then hit that up. As I said, might get 50% and see what's up. That's cool. That's our price.
Yeah.
If you want this, sorry, what were you going to say?
I was just going to say, jump over to your your YouTube channels, and help get those subscribers up because you're putting in massive sort of effort, and it's really good stuff that you're doing. So
thanks, man. So if you guys do want my YouTube, it's just Keeghan Painter Fishing. All of my stuff is Keeghan Painter Fishing across the board: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube as well. I did this through my private Facebook tonight to hopefully get a few more people tuning in, because there is some people that follow my normal Keeghan Painter Facebook that haven't followed my Keeghan Painter Fishing Facebook. So this was sort of just an easier point of call. But yes, if you guys could shoot over to my YouTube, Keeghan Painter Fishing, and subscribe for me, that would be great. So that way I can keep on bringing cool videos to you guys when I'll be out and about fishing again. But Facebook and Instagram as well. Follow Spida Custom Apparel, me, Keeghan Painter Fishing. But thanks, guys, for tuning in. That's been cool. We actually got it to work.
I can't believe that.
A massive nightmare. Al JB, rigged shiny legs. Yeah, I need to shave my legs again. How's the Uggies, bro? The boys get into me because I shave my legs. But hey,
whatever.
These pegs look good, especially with the Uggies. They look good. So you guys, make sure you jump on those coupon codes. If you want my jersey, my supporter jersey, head over to the.
Just put it in there. Yeah, just did it. Just
perfect. So if you guys want to on our you can get that. I mean, you can get Langers' jersey too, but we're not talking about Langers, so let's be quiet. Go away. You want this, guys, or jumpers or whatever. Winter's coming, so make sure you get those jumpers or those soft shell jackets too. They're super warm. And support me, support Shaun, and you get some cool apparel. So jump on that. As I said, we will be, if you guys are still watching, I'm going to share this on my YouTube, and I'll put that link on my Facebook. So if you guys copy and paste that and tag me and Shaun in it, Shaun will have another giveaway to give somebody. I'll do another random number generator or something, maybe next week. But I'll put all the links on that on Facebook, and Shaun can share them and stuff too. But thanks for tuning in, everyone. It's been fun.
Thank you very much.
I'm pretty much out of beer now.
Yeah. Cheers, man.
So thank you, man. It's been good, Shaun. We finally made it.
Glad to. it's no, thanks to Corey. And Corey, I'm going to be in touch with you tomorrow. So I've got some. I'll just be in touch. All right.
Yeah, thanks, Corey. Thanks for giving us a hand with that. That's been awesome, bro. Thank you very much.
Cool.
All right. Good deal. That's it.
Have a
Game
good night,
over.
everybody.
Yep. Have a good night. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you later, Shaun. I'll talk to you.
Yep. See you, man. Just boot me up whenever you need.
Too easy. See you guys.
See you guys.